Okay guys, welcome to another video of mtgoguy. I'm doing a draft pack. Uh, it's something that I saw on the channel by Dirium's card shop. They do one at a time. I'm gonna do three of a time at a time out of the Gatewatch. So the idea is to open the booster and see what would be the first pick. Then I'm gonna do this for 2 boosters more, and it would be like drafting a regular event. So let's open the first one. I did a video where I weighted all the boosters and got all the files on this booster box. So let's see. Unknown Shores, it's a land with generics, and that can give you also 1 mana of any color, a good mana source. You need the colorless mana to cast Eldrazi's. Then you have a Core Sky Climber for something of ally deck, 3/2 for 3, and it can gain flying until the end of turn. Eldrazi Aggressor, Eldrazi Drone with the Void, as long as you control another colorless creature, so you can go Eldrazi. It's a 2/3 for 3 mana. Vampire Envoy, flying, and whenever Vampire Envoy becomes tapped you gain 1 life. For 1/4, this is good evasion, it has a good body to block it, enters on the 3rd round, it's a good choice to pick, I think. A Core Sightmaster, a 3/1 for 3, as for strike as long as it's attacking. Not that good for draft, I don't think so, at least. It's an ally, so you can function well in ally decks. So I'm gonna group this, Eldrazi's, highlights. Then you have Elemental Uprising, an instant target land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with ice until the end of turn. It's still a land and it must be blocked this turn if able, so it's a good card. For round 2 you can attack with a 4/4, not bad. Let's see what I've got more. An Eldrazi Drone with Vigilance that can add colorless, a 4 for 2/3. Okay, for Eldrazi's. Comparative Analysis, an instant with Search. Target player draws 2 cards. Okay, card advantage, also good. Stalking Drone, a 2/2 for 2 with the Void. If you pay 1 colorless, it gets +1/+2 until the end of turn, and you can activate this ability only once, so it can be an aggressive deck. Natural State, an instant to start target artifact or enchantment with converted mana cost 3 or less, maybe a sideboard card. Tears of Valakut, can't be countered by spells or abilities, and it deals 5 damage to target creature with flying. Good against dragons, but there aren't much here in out of the Gatewatch, so if you're doing sorry, out draft is not that good. Rolling Waters, another sorcery for 5 generics and 2 blue, so it's very costly. Return up to 2 target creature your opponent control to their own ends, and target player draws 2 cards. No, I'm not gonna pick this one. Walker of the Wastes, 4 generic, 1 colorless, and it tests Rample. It's a 4/4, and it gets +1/+1 for each land you control named Wastes, so it's good for Wastes lands. A rare. My rare is Ruins of Warren Reef. Enters the battlefield tapped. You can add a colorless to your mana pool, and you can put a +1/+1 counter on target colorless creature that entered the battlefield this turn. Got an Island and an Eldrazi Scroll. So, the first pick on this deck, I don't know. Elemental Uprising, it's a good card for aggressive. This is a good card as an evasion. It has a good body to defend. You gain 1 life every time he attacks. Then we have card advantage, which is good, but I don't think it's first pick. I don't know if I'm gonna get waste, so the +1/+1, I don't know. This is too expensive. The void. I think I would go with the rare, the Ruins of Warren Reef. What you guys think? There's a lot of Eldrazi creatures, so if we're playing, I think I can, I don't know, maybe you can get one of these Eldrazi's on the second pick of this booster, but I would choose one of these 3, just because this can make 4 damage on the second round, or at least kill one of his weakling creatures, giving you some advantage. This has flying, has evasion, and 1/4. This is a good pick also, but you always need on this set, it's very heavy on Eldrazi's, and you have to need colorless mana to activate some of these abilities, so I would pick this one up first. So let me just put these ones here, and let's go to the second. So the other players probably gave me some Eldrazi, so I will probably go Eldrazi. As you see, I've got 4 Eldrazi cards, so it's only natural that someone passed you some Eldrazi guys. So on the second booster we have a Natural Endurance, an instant for 1 black, the Void. Target creature get +2/+0. At the end of turn you can regenerate it, not that very good. The Scar Climber gains flying until the end of turn for 3/2. It has a good evasion, but we passed it. So got 1 wasted. Always good to have, but not as first pick on the second booster, I think. We have another instant for mana. You can exile target land creature, or consuming single deals 4 damage to target player. Maybe sideboard. So Tar Snare, removal. Target creature gets -3/-2 until the end of turn. Not bad. Mighty Leap. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying, so gives evasion and probably a hit. Gravity Negator, 2/3 for 4 mana, the Void, flying. Whenever Gravity Negator attacks, you may pay colorless. If you do, another target creature gains flying. So it's a good evasion, gives an evasion to another creature. It's an Eldrazi. It uses the colorless, I don't know, maybe a pick. Sears Lantern. This is probably not that good. 3. It adds colorless mana, and you can pay 2 and scry 1. It depends on what cards you pick, but it's not first pick. Natural State, an instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment with converted mana cost 3 or less. Sideboard maybe, like the one. It's the second time I get this. Abstruse Interference, at the Void, an instant for 3 mana. You can counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. You put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Sign token that has sacrifices creature at a colorless. No, I don't think it's very good. A Steepy Glider, 4 and 1 white, flying, vigilance, target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it gains flying and vigilance until the end of turn. I don't think that it's gonna get picked. Seed Guardian, 4 mana, 3/4, elemental with reach, and when it dies, put an XX green elemental creature token onto the battlefield, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So it can produce some tokens. Grip of the Royal, an instant with Surge. Tap target creature, doesn't untap during its controller next untap step, and you can draw a card. Not first pick. And the rare Eldrazi Mimic. So I got whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may change Eldrazi Mimic's base power and toughness to that creature power and toughness until the end of turn. It's a relatively good card. It can, but it can be killed very, very soon. So, depending on the colors, I think I would choose one of these 3. I think there are the better ones. The waste is for first pick. I don't think so. Probably, if I'm going Eldrazi, the Eldrazi Mimic for if it doesn't get killed, it can be a good semi-aced creature. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, and let's crack the third one. So this time there wasn't that many Eldrazi's, but I would probably get past at least one or two more, and depending on the colors and the other cards, I would probably pick the Seer's Lantern on the second. This is the second pick of the booster. Second pick when it returns to me. Okay, more Kozilek and Eldrazi Drone, 2/5 for 4. It has the Void, and it can be inflated with colorless. Every time you pay colorless, it gets +2, -2 until the end of turn. So it can become 6/1. Not bad. Corpse Churn, if it doesn't get killed. You can put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, and you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think so. Expedition Raptor, 3 generics, 2 white for a 2/2 flying. It's costly, but it has support too. You can put +1/+1 counter on each creature up to 2 other target creatures, but it's very, very expensive for a 2/2 flyer. Goblin Freerunner, 3/2 for 4. It has Surge, so it can enter, and it has Menace. So this is a good pick, actually. 3/2 that can enter on the 3rd round with Menace, that it can only be blocked by 2 or more creature. this is a good one. Another drone, 2242, and if you pay a colorless, Slaughter Drone gains that touch until the end of turn. So if you're picking up Eldrazi's, another ally, 1443 with vigilance, not that special. Elemental Uprising, one that we picked before, or one of the contestants to the first pick, for me at least. A Bonesaw, equipped creature gets +1/+0, and you equip it with 1. It costs nothing, but yeah, I would put this on the deck if I got it. Saddleback Legek, 3/1 Lizards 4/4, and when it enters the battlefield you can support 2. You put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. Jawar Isle Avenger, for 5 mana 3/3 with flying, or for 3. Not that bad. Actually for 4, because you have to cast some other spell, but it has flying, a nice body, 3/3. Reckless Bushwhacker, 2/1 for 3, or for 3, no? With Surge. It has haste. When Reckless Bushwhacker enters the battlefield, if his Surge cost was paid, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until the end of turn. Not bad. Wall of Resurgent, Defender, of course. 0/6/4/3. When Wall of Resurgent enters the battlefield, you may put 3 +1/+1 counters on target land you control. If you do, that land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. That's still a land. So, not bad. You can make a land become another creature with haste, can attack. Not bad. Ballad Null, 4/5/4/4. A black and a green, 6 mana total. When Ballad Null enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think so. And the first Mythic of the booster box, General Tazri. It was good for ally deck, but I went Eldrazi. This is the third pack. So you can pick it just to defend yourself from someone who plays an ally deck. So it has 3/4, 4 or 5, but I don't think they can activate this ability. When General Tazri enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an ally creature card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. If you pay all the colors, ally creatures you control get plus X until the end of turn, where X is the number of colors among those creatures. So I don't think they can activate this on a booster draft. Planes in an Eldrazi. So I could pick up this just to defense, but I would rather pick, depend on the colors that I've been drafting. I don't think I went white, so this is a good pick, but I don't think I will go there. The Goblin Freerunner or the Bushwhacker. I think this it's great for a early attack. So these two. No, this was for the other boosters. Okay, I think my first pick would be between one of these ones. Probably Elemental Uprising if I went green. And from these two, probably it depends. If I got a lot of weenies, I'd pick this one. If not, probably this one. So what you guys think on the first picks of the three boosters I just opened? Tell me something, and we'll do another one real soon. So thank you guys for watching. I will do this more of drafted packs with 3 boosters to get the rest of the boosters from the booster box I've got. I still got those ones to open. If you like this content, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna do a deck tech video this Thursday. Every Thursday I do a deck tech video, a different deck tech video. For now just standard. I use Magic Online to do them, and then I do some playtests in Magic Online also. So check it out, and you can, I don't know, try it for FNM if you like it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.